Hello, in today's video I'm going to talk about the 10 things that I learned from informatics. The first thing is cognitive load theory from chapter 6. Second, Boolean logic coding from chapter 8. Third, information literacy and information technology from chapter 9. Fourth, advanced practice nursing use of handheld computers from chapter 11. Fifth, importance of oral communication from chapter 13. 6. Interoperability from chapter 14. 7. Advantages and disadvantages of electronic records from chapter 17. 8. Real time telehealth from chapter 21. 9. Online resource for statistics basics from chapter 24. And 10. Copyright law from chapter 25. The first thing I learned, cognitive load theory. This theory states that the brain has limited short-term memory and unlimited long-term memory. This means complex decision making adds to cognitive load. It is difficult for the brain to process reading words on a slide while listening to a presenter unless the two are congruent. For example, I can relate to the cognitive load theory because it takes me multiple times to memorize or learn new things in lecture. When someone is given information on a PowerPoint, I'm either reading or listening, but not both. I believe the best way to present a PowerPoint is to use pictures and key points only, instead of having paragraph form information. Second, Boolean logic querying can be helpful when searching in a database. There are three concepts to this search, which are using and not. For example, if I wanted to search about computer games, then the search will include only articles that have the keyword computers and games. In an or search, it would include articles that have the keywords of computers or games. In a not search, you can exclude something that you don't want, such as if your search was computers, not games, then articles of computers will pop up without no keyword of games. In the diagram below, it will show you the example of how this works. Information literacy is the need to know information, the ability to find it, analyze it for validity and relevance, and interpret it for use. For example, in our telehealth project, we were able to find information related to our topic and use it to support our thesis. Information technology is the ability to use computers, computer software, and peripherals to access electronic information efficiently. So, throughout our informatics class, we were always using information technology skills to finish our assignments, such as using PowerPoints to present about our patient education using a computer software. Nurse practitioners are using handheld devices to monitor and evaluate patient progress. For example, there is a program called Patient Tracker that allows physicians and nurse practitioners to do patient care management. The user can assess for pain, blood sugar, and other vital signs. Also, some EMR and HER office systems have associated handheld mobile computer solutions for practitioners. Oral communication can be sometimes be confusing to patients. It is important that the provider clarifies any medical words. For example, a patient can interpret hypertension as overactive instead of high blood pressure. General rules that should be followed are to use eye contact, speak slowly, and use plain language. Limit the communication to 3 to 5 things. Repeat important information. Encourage questions. Use pictures, models, or drawings. And use a teach back technique that asks the patient to explain what they were taught in their own words. In healthcare, interoperability is the healthcare information systems that can transmit and receive information within and across organizational boundaries to provide their delivery of optimum healthcare to individuals and communities. For example, one of the patients from my clinical rotation was from St. Joe's Hospital before being admitted to Regents Hospital. The physician from St. Joe's included the patient's admitted information, such as his vital signs and why the patient was admitted. This information can help the current provider give the best care and potentially discharge the patient. Benefits of electronic records include privacy and security. For example, there is an audit trail that records when the information was accessed, the date, and time. Only a certain number of people can access the information, so finding the person who accessed the information can be easy. The disadvantage is that the information is stored in the healthcare information system, and a disaster, such as a tornado, can destroy the location. Also, if there was a major equipment failure, the information can potentially be destroyed. Real time telehealth involves the patient and provider to interact live using video. It can make use of special instruments that can transmit an image to a different location. These include an ear, nose, throat scope, a camera that captures skin observations, and a special stethoscope. This can be useful because it can help patients with no transportation. Thus, a provider can live video chat the patient and do assessments without the patient going into the hospital. I learned that as a nurse, it is important that we collect, aggregate, analyze, and interpret data correctly in the healthcare setting using online resources for statistics basics. Below are several online resources that you can review and analyze data. Those website examples include StatSolve Online Statistics, an interactive multimedia course of study, Rice Virtual Lab in Statistics, Research Methods Knowledge Base, and National Library of Medicine, National Information Center on Health Services Research and Healthcare Technology. The U.S. copyright law provides protection to authorships that are original. This includes books, music, movies, and software. Users should assume that all mediums are copyrighted even with no symbol. The copyright protection allows the owner to sue over infringements. For example, if Apple used Windows 7 as a selling product, then Microsoft has the right to sue them.